You've made it to step 6 of quantum leaping. Congratulations. Welcome to energetic chaos and nervous system regulation. This is the step where you are absolutely aware something is happening. You cannot ignore the step. But here's the thing about step 6. This is also the step where you might be tempted to go back into your previous reality. You might be tempted to energetically self-sabotage yourself and stay on the timeline you were on before. Step 6, you have made the leap. You are literally between timelines, and reality is going to start showing that to you. This is where you experience energetic whiplash, you experience highs and lows. You might be really tired or really full of energy. Also, hunger is a big one for this. When you've done a lot of limiting belief work and cleared beliefs, I always find that I'm very hungry, like I'm trying to replenish my energy. When you are going through this step, sometimes you often feel completely not hungry because your body is like, you're just going through all sorts of things. It's like, what the F is going on? Step 6 is also where tests from the universe come in. This is where you are tempted by your old timeline. Your ex might call you, that old job might call you, those toxic people might call you. You might get an opportunity for something that looks like what you were quantum leaping to, but isn't quite right. It's kind of like testing your identity to see if you fully are the new version of yourself. If you fully believe that you deserve to have what you want. If you fully believe that you are the version of yourself that would say no to all those toxic people, places, and things. If you are the version of yourself that was able to let go of something and let it be in the past, like the path disappears behind you. So energetic chaos and nervous system regulation. You might also experience deja vus a lot. You might experience blips in the matrix. Time might be really weird. So for example, when I'm doing plant medicine, time is so weird. Like I'll be doing a mushroom ceremony, you look at the clock, and how did only 3 minutes pass? Or it's usually like time is way slower, like so much happens. This is where people say that like, how could that have only been 10 minutes or 3 hours went by and they don't even know how, or you're having weird dreams. Reality can start to seem different to you because you're actually starting to see the shifts. Like one of my quantum leaps, I run in my neighborhood and one house was completely different one day and it's still different. The rest of the houses are the same. I didn't see construction workers out there for one day. There's no way this house could have changed. But part of me is like, am I crazy? But no, the house is different. You might start to see like actual shifts in your reality because when you quantum leap, life, you are actually on a new timeline. Like weird shit's going on. But most of what you're going to experience in this is just your nervous system trying to recalibrate to the higher frequency. Because the timeline you're on now is at a higher frequency and you are being asked to hold that frequency to stay in that reality. You're not used to sustaining that high of a frequency. How do I know? Because if you were, you would have been on this timeline all along. You are used to whatever timeline you were in. Your nervous system was used to that level of energy, was used to that vibration, was used to the energetic ties that you have to all the people, places, and things. For example, if you let go of toxic people or things, were tied to them energetically, and the reason why they were in your life was because that was what was familiar to you. That was what vibration you were at. Now you're at a new vibration and your body, mind, and spirit are trying to catch up, and it feels like you're going crazy. And because you're not at arrival yet, things are different in your reality, but they might, like I said, the thing hasn't shown up yet. So even though you're aware that you're a different person, it's tempting to go back, especially when it feels like it's a really hard step because you've been doing the work, you've been shifting, and now you feel like you're going effing crazy. One of the best things to do is regulate your nervous system. Meditation, EFT, breath work. I like to go to the beach. The beach just like naturally raises my vibration. And also sleeping a lot. You might be completely exhausted, but this is also weird. You might be super excited. You go through these phases where you're excited about the new self. Like I said, things might have shown up for you. You're being a new version of you. You're putting yourself first. You have more belief in yourself and reality. You're excited about your life. So you feel like really high. And then you're absolutely exhausted because you were at that high is also the new frequency. You're not used to that frequency. So it feels high to you. And then you crash and you go like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I need to sleep for a month. And this is a period sometimes people feel like they're tired for actually a couple months, but it's just your body recalibrating to the new frequency. What do you need to do? It's kind of like step 5. You need to double down on the identity. You need to say no to the things that that version of you says no to, because you are the new version of you. You don't put up with toxicity anymore. You believe that you deserve to have what you want, and you know that it's coming, that you're already on the new timeline, that it exists. That you're actually right now merging with the version of you that lives on the timeline that you want. Another reason why tests and things come up is because that old identity has been running your life for so long that it's scary for you to think that now you could be the version of you that believes you deserve to be in a good relationship, that gets to have your dream career, that gets to be wealthy, that isn't in survival mode. So double down on the identity of who you desire to be. Think about the version of you that you're jumping to. Think about what decisions that they make, what they say yes to, what they say no to, what they believe about reality in themselves, and how good they feel. They treat themselves well. They are at a higher frequency. So do things to raise your frequency up. And if you're tired, take a nap. If you're hungry, eat. I get a lot of massages. The last quantum leaping work I did, and I went through this, I got a lot of massages. Like, do things to make your body feel good, and eating grounding foods, and just take care of yourself, because you're just trying to recalibrate to a higher energy, and it will be over soon. But you want to make sure you are recalibrating to this new energy. And how do you do this? By not going back into the old timeline. Just know that this is part of the process. It's not time to quit. It means you are almost there. You're almost on step 8. So, nervous system regulation and energetic chaos. Enjoy the chaos. Do what you can to feel better, because when we go into step 7 next week, it's all going to stop. Step 7 is stabilization, and step 7 often feels like the void. So it's going to feel completely different than the step you're in now. Remember, this timeline is optional. Much love.